Hello everyone, my name is Nulana Natasha binti Ahmad Jalil. My metric number is 314449. Together with my partners, we will be presenting on the issues of fresh graduates unemployment in Malaysia. The purpose of this documentary is to discuss regarding increasing rate of unemployment among graduates. The issues of fresh graduates unemployment is skyrocketing in Malaysia. Every year, thousands of students graduate from university across Malaysia, entering the job market with hopes of building a successful career. However, for many fresh graduates, this expectation is not fulfilled.
Thank you, Liana. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Bernard Lee Hossein and my metric number is 310321. So nowadays, a growing number of graduates are facing difficulties like searching a suitable job and securing suitable jobs. So it leads to a rising number of unemployment and underemployment among young graduates. So many cases happens in Malaysia, so in which more than 50% of graduates from public universities earn income less than what is expected for a bachelor degree. So this issue is driven by several factors, like it includes a mismatch between graduate skills, industry demands, and yes. According to the Department Statistics of Malaysia in 2025, the lack of working experience and an oversupply of graduates, which reached 5.98 million in 2024. So which means, although bachelor, like young graduates just graduate, but they didn't have enough skill to work to have that job as a suitable job. And as a result, many graduates struggle not to find job, but to find jobs that match for their qualifications, yes, it's kind of hard for them.
My name is Abdul Aswadi Nabi Abdullah, metric number 310974, and today I am going to explain the statistics of unemployment in graduates in Malaysia. Malaysia's economy is growing steadily. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the number of jobs increased by 1.3% in the fourth quarter of 2024, reaching over 9 million jobs nationwide, with 97.9% of positions filled and an unemployment rate of just 3.1%. The labour market appears to be stable and strong. But behind these numbers lies an important question. What does this mean for fresh graduates? In 2024, Malaysia recorded nearly 6 million graduates. For most of them, the transition into the workforce is successful, with 86% securing employment. However, not all share the same experience. According to the Statistics Department, the unemployment rate for graduates below the age of 25 has gradually increased since 2021 and rose above pre-pandemic levels in 2023, that is 17.6% or over 72,000 graduates. However, in 2024, nearly 166,000 graduates or 3.2% remain unemployed, a figure slightly higher than the national average, while the unemployment rate for graduates under 25 years old decreases back to 16.7%, that is just below 30,000 graduates. But unemployment does not always tell the full story. Based on findings from the Graduate Tracer study, many graduates are still in transition. Some are improving their skills through training programs, while others are focusing on family responsibilities or continuing their studies. In fact, 32.9% are in training or upskilling, and 32.5% are managing household responsibilities. Location also plays a role. States like Johor record higher numbers of unemployed graduates, while Labuan shows significantly lower figures. These differences highlights how opportunities are not evenly distributed across the country. Malaysia's job market is expanding. Opportunities are increasing. Yet, for fresh graduates, success is not always immediate.
My name is Hana Humaira binti Muhammad Ismadi and my metric number is 297958. I'm going to talk about the reason for fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. Fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia is becoming an increasingly serious issue influenced by a combination of individual, labour market and organizational factors. Firstly, Individual factors play a significant role. Many graduates today still lack essential soft skills such as communication, critical thinking, and problem-solving skill. According to the Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia, through the Graduate Choices Study, employers are not only looking for academic excellence but also graduates who are adaptable, proactive, and able to work effectively in teams. However, some graduates tend to be selective in choosing jobs. They often prefer higher salaries or positions that match their field or study, which limits their chances of gaining initial work experience. Moving on, labor market factors also contribute significantly to this issue. Data from Department of Statistics Malaysia highlights the existence of a skill mismatch, where the skill possessed by graduates do not meet the current demands of the industry. This gap makes it difficult for many fresh graduates to secure employment. In addition, rapid technological advancements such as artificial intelligence and automations are reshaping the job market. Reports by the World Bank indicate that many traditional jobs are declining, while new jobs increasingly require digital and technical skills. Graduates who are not equipped with these skills may struggle to compete in the evolving workforce. Furthermore, findings reported in newspapers such as The Star and New Straits Times show that there is an oversupply of graduates in certain fields. This leads to intense competition for limited job opportunities. Lastly, organizational factors also play an important role. Many employers prefer candidates who already have working experience, which puts fresh graduates at a disadvantaged level. At the same time, some companies are reluctant to invest in new employees due to cost and time constraints. As a result, graduates are often trapped in a cycle where they cannot gain experience because they are not hired, and they are not hired because they are lack of experience. In conclusion, fresh graduate employment in Malaysia is not caused by a single factor, but rather a combination of individual limitations, labor market challenge, and employer expectations.
Hi, my name is Putri Natalia binti Ramjan and my metric number is 313766. Today, I would like to talk about the efforts to tackle the problem of fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia, which has become one of the major challenges faced by many young people after completing their studies. As we know, many fresh graduates struggle to find jobs because of several reasons such as skill mismatch, poor English proficiency, lack of working experience, unrealistic salary expectation, and weak work attitudes. This issue cannot be solved by only one party. It requires cooperation from individuals, universities, and the government. First of all, at the individual level, fresh graduates themselves must take the initiative to improve their employability. They should work on gaining skills that match industry demands, such as digital skills, communication skills, and problem-solving abilities. Besides that, improving English proficiency is very important because many employers today require good communication in English. Graduates should also actively seek internships, part-time jobs, or volunteer work to gain experience before entering the real job market. At the same time, they need to be realistic about starting salaries and be willing to begin with entry-level positions to gain experience. Most importantly, having a positive attitude such as discipline, punctuality, and willingness to learn can make a big difference in securing a job. Next, universities also play a crucial role in preparing students for employment, which is they need to make sure that curriculum stays relevant to current industry needs so that graduates are equipped with practical and up-to-date knowledge. Internship programs should also be strengthened to give students real workplace exposure before graduation. In addition, university should improve career counseling service by helping students with resume writing, interview preparation, and job placement opportunities. Lastly, the government role, which it has responsibility in creating policies and programs that support graduate employment. It should also strengthen collaboration between universities and industries to ensure graduates are trained according to market demands. Setting fair salaries guidelines and supporting graduate entrepreneurship through grants and startup programs are also effective ways to reduce unemployment.
Hi, my name is Nur Hafizah binti Abdul Hafiz and my metric number is 310511. In conclusion, fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia remains a complex and ongoing issue. Despite the country's growing and stable labour market, while opportunities are increasing, not all graduates are able to secure jobs immediately after graduation. This challenge is driven by multiple factors, including skill mismatch, lack of experience, and the rising expectation of employers in a rapidly changing world. However, this is not a problem that can be solved by one party alone. Fresh graduates must take the initiative to improve themselves. Universities must ensure their education remains relevant, and the government must continue to create supportive opportunities. Ultimately, with strong cooperation and continuous effort, fresh graduates can overcome these challenges and successfully build their future in an increasingly competitive world. That's all from me. Thank you.